children. Joining us right now from Miramar, Florida is Angel Aloma, the Executive Director of Food for the Poor. Angel, with a good morning to you. I understand that your organization held an all-nighter for the poor last night. What were you hoping to accomplish there, and did you reach your goal?
Well, we won't know about financial goals for a while, Alex, but thank you for having me. The all-nighter was very exciting last night. Over 35 colleges took part, and they brought all their groups of students who care about the poor, who wanted to do something. And what they did was they brought their laptops and they emailed all their contacts on Facebook and Twitter, any of their general contacts, asking them to help out with the poor, because if not a lot of money comes in, because we're not dealing with a very wealthy clientele, but a lot of awareness will come about, and that's what we need also. Awareness is very important to battle the problems of hunger.
You know, Angel, some of the work you do is in Latin America. Can you talk about some of the heartbreaking pictures that we're seeing? Your organization shared them with us. Guatemala specifically, how bad is the problem there?
In Guatemala, the problem is tremendously bad. Every time we walk up to those mountains outside of Quetzaltenango, we find little babies that look like alien. They have lost their humanity from how malnourished they are. We find 2-year-old children that weigh 13 and 14 pounds. And when we go into the garbage dump, unfortunately, we see hundreds of people working there with children as young as 5-year-old working, and mothers with babies on their backs. And sometimes we've had tremendous tragedies with those infants who get crushed by garbage trucks coming in.
I was going to say, Angel, it looks like they're rifling through garbage dumps.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're looking for recyclable material, and on a very good day, after working 12 hours, these people make between $1 to $3 per day, which is hardly able, when you consider they might be the only breadwinner in a family of 7 or 8, is hardly able to keep them well fed at all.
And while we may not see the vast number of pictures like this here in our country, we are certainly dealing with the effects of the recession. Can you talk to us a little bit about what's going on in our own country?
Absolutely. We have to recognize that we are having difficulties here, but fortunately for the United States, it's a country with a government that has resources, or that has resources available to it, even if it goes into debt to do so. So here there are many social programs. There is welfare, there is food stamps, there is Medicaid, there is public schooling, there are lunch programs in public schooling that get to feed the children who come from homes that are disadvantaged. There is government-assisted housing. So here there are nets, even though people might be having difficulties, and those difficulties are very real. When you hit a country like Guatemala, and what happens is when the country here is having difficulty, the remittances to these countries are cut between 8 to 17%. So for people who are in the brink of starvation, when America sneezes, the entire world catches a cold. So we have it much worse in the countries we serve than what we're experiencing here.
All right. Angel Aloma, I want to let everyone know the proper website to get in touch with your organization, help donate if they want to do so. It is foodforthepoor.org, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. I want to thank you very much. These are very sobering pictures, and we very much appreciate the reality check from you, Angel.